back to another episode of Tree Hill Talk.
Yay.
And it's a special episode because we have our correspondent, Latisha.
Hey, guys.
Latisha's here. She's joining us. She's our guest host this week. And I'm Ingrid.
I'm Liz.
And I'm Michelle.
And we're the regular hosts that are here every week if you're new. And if you're new, you should probably maybe
Go back to number 1.
start at the beginning.
Wow.
Right?
Crazy.
8
Do we-
seasons ago.
Do we know how many episodes total we have of the podcast? I have no idea.
We'll have to look
Talk.
into
Let me
that.
see.
Yeah, Michelle's gonna pull
Get
that
a
up.
count.
We'll have to figure
I'm
that
just
out.
intrigued because
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely
because
a lot.
we had 2 episodes at a time, so it's a little bit cut
yeah,
in half. Now this season we're true to episodes.
Because
So
now we're trying to just stretch it out.
stretch out that
You
one.
gotta switch it up, you know?
Yeah.
You gotta switch it up.
So Latisha's joining us this week, and we watched season 8, episode
12 called The Drinks We Drank Last Night.
Yes,
It's very fitting.
very fitting.
And I think it aired January 25th, 2011. Is
Yeah.
that what it?
Yeah. Latisha, why did you pick this episode to guest host?
Because this was actually the first episode that I came back to One Tree Hill with. I kind
that
of,
seems
yeah,
to be a
I quit
pattern.
watching it. Yeah, I quit watching after like the middle of the like the end of the 6th season, sort of. Like when Peyton and Lucas left, I was like, okay, well, the show's over for me. And then, like I was in high school at the time, so that I was like, like I have friends, I'm not doing this show.
Yeah.
But my friend stuck with it, and then I went over to her place one time, and it was just after like the huge like mid-season finale, and she's like, "Oh my god, it's back! You have to watch it with me." And then I kind of really liked this episode, and it felt really light. Like going back and watching on DVD, it kind of felt like this was like a turning point. Like I felt like the first 11 episodes were like 8.A, and this is like 8.B or whatever. So
Okay.
I'm looking forward to it because that
Right.
seems to be the consensus.
Yeah.
Is that it picks up from here. So I'm
Do you
glad.
do you think people were disappointed ending the way this show ended for the mid-season finale, and then they come back to this where it was enjoyable? They're like, we're not going to touch upon anything that happened
Yeah,
last
right. Like,
episode.
Brooke's
Like
fine,
not even
Quinn's fine.
anything.
yeah,
Like as a
Everyone-
viewer,
yeah.
I'd be like, "Are you kidding me?"
like they didn't even have any throwback. Like they didn't even be like, "Oh, Jamie's fine" or not. Like I feel like
Nothing.
he's 18, right? So I mean, he doesn't need to worry
Right.
about
Right,
any
yeah.
of
Yeah,
that
but like
stuff.
Quinn literally almost just killed someone. Brooke was almost
fine.
dead. Like
Yeah.
they never touched upon it.
Nope.
It was they were fine.
It's
they were
like
laughing.
it didn't happen.
It was like it didn't happen.
And this episode felt like, the rest of season 8, I feel.
Yeah.
Like the lightness of it. And then that one episode
Yeah.
11 was just a
I
throwback
know it was
to
really
drama time.
strange transition. But
just
They
weird.
barely
Yeah.
mentioned it. Like when she talks about it in the car, like jumping ahead, sort of. Sorry, but like she
Yeah.
asked, like, "What's it like getting shot?" Like that's the only time
Yeah.
that she mentioned, and that wasn't even really like her with Katie Ryan. This was like the beginning of the season,
right,
pretty
right.
much, so,
Yeah.
yeah.
whatever.
It wasn't even touched upon. I guess. Yeah. I don't even.
Maybe they had a few weeks to like deal with it, and the audience also had a few weeks, so they're like, "Oh, everyone forgot about it by then. We'll just
No
come back and be
way.
like,
Think about how you watch television.
I know."
There's no way, like, when big things happen like that, when you come back, I would have been like, what?
Yeah,
I mean, this
didn't
is
even-
great. This is a fun episode.
Even the
but
preview was all Brooke's wedding stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing about
Nothing
anything
about
that
what
happened
happened.
at
Yeah.
all.
They don't even show Jamie.
No.
Nope.
But in Tree Hill fashion, I'm sure we're going to touch upon it in like 4
Yeah.
episodes.
Yeah. Right?
We'll just,
Some
come back to it.
PTSD, and then
Yeah.
you're like, oh, yeah, that happened.
or maybe not. We'll just find
Or
out
not.
who the truck driver was.
yeah.
Right.
Or we won't.
Oh yeah, or we won't,
Oh, we are, Michelle.
Or we
we
won't.
are.
or we won't.
Or we won't.
right. It could go either way at this point.
Or we won't.
It really
Yeah.
could go either way.
It's good. All right. So do we want to just jump in? I mean, there's pretty much so much going on that.
Right, it
it's
was
hard
hard,
to
for me
go-
to take notes.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
there was
Yeah,
just
me
so
too.
many scenes, and they were going back and forth with like the current time, and then going 12 hours earlier
Yeah.
and reliving the night.
Flashbacks, yeah.
So I did my best.
Yeah,
with
I mean,
taking
we can
notes.
kind of just go like, this is what happened, but this is actually what happened.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
you
And
know.
there were groups of because the girls split up.
Girls, yeah,
So
in
that's
different groups.
difficult.
What did
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
think before we jump in about the Millie Quinn Alex pairing? Because I liked it.
I loved it.
I liked it as well. I felt like Quinn was out of place, but then she kind of like held her own in the trio.
I think she fit in fine.
I did too.
It was just because Millie and Alex are always like a pair.
Yeah.
And then Quinn was kind of like on the outside, and then she came in. I was like, okay, it's fine.
And I like the Alex Quinn friendship.
Alex Quinn.
Yep.
Maybe this will be like her new friend. Like they both have a little bit of like a tortured soul kind of.
We both have scars.
Yeah, we both have scars and what they bonded over it. So
Yeah.
I could predict a future for them, and I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
Should be good.
Should be good. I just wanted to get your thoughts
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, no,
That's my thoughts.
I liked
Quinn
it.
was not bad this episode.
No. She didn't bother me at all.
No. I mean, she
I think
said
that's
like
'cause she
maybe
didn't
one or
talk.
two silly
What?
lines.
What?
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I think it's because she barely talked. Like, that's what we were talking about. We were
Right.
just like, she barely had any lines. So I think she was just like
That's
calm
right.
and just like a background character, sort of.
Yeah.
Tish, what are your
Which is
feelings
fine by
on
me.
Quinn? We ask every single person. What's your feelings on Quinn?
Okay, when I watched her when I was younger, I was like, oh, whatever. Like, she's fine. She's just a character. But now that I'm like older and like I'm in my 20s, I was like, what is this girl? Like, the awkwardness, like, nobody lets their friend be that awkward, or like nobody lets their sibling be like that. Like, when I'm awkward, my sister calls me out.
Yeah.
So the fact that Haley doesn't call her out, or like Clay's like,
Right?
like I'm just
Clay's
like, nah,
just
that's
as
not.
awkward
Yeah,
now.
It just
Did
Yeah.
you like
It's
Clay
just
originally, or
I love me some Clay. Like, I don't understand what the hate comes from him. But I think that's
I
He's
thoroughly
such a
enjoyed
dweeb
him.
sometimes.
His first couple of episodes on the show, I enjoyed him, and then once him and Quinn started dating, I was like, "You're losing the finesse for me, bro." Like,
Yeah.
just didn't. But I hope to get back into liking him a little more.
But it's
I'm
not-
liking Quinn a
Yeah,
little more.
it's not. I don't know about you guys.
It's not like
I don't.
It's not
I
like
don't.
hate.
I don't dislike Clay, but it's just what happens to him when he's with Quinn.
Yeah,
Like Quinn with the girls, great. Clay hanging out with Nate, just with the guys doing whatever, great. It's just when Clay and Quinn become Quay, the
Yeah.
essence of Quay is just.
yeah,
I'm good without it.
yeah.
That's my
I know.
problem.
it's cringy.
It is
It's cringy,
quingy. It's very
100%.
quingy. We should just that should be a shirt. It's quingy.
Oh, I'm gonna make that shirt,
Yeah.
and I'm
Make
gonna
it.
wear it.
Yeah, it's quingy.
I don't even want to wear it. Anything to do with them.
I kind of want to wear it, so I'm gonna wear it.
I have a sticker or a pin. It's
Yeah.
Oh
Quincy.
yeah, we can get one.
There we
can
go.
do that.
Pins. Yeah.
All right, so let's jump into this bachelorette party.
Okay.
It starts off. Brooke wakes up. She's like hungover. She goes into the bathroom.
She's like
and-
rinsing her mouth
and
because you think
Sylvia,
she just puked,
mhm,
and Sylvia's in the bathtub.
Sylvia's in the tub, and then all of a sudden it cuts 12 hours earlier.
and Sylvia says, "Shut up,"
Yeah.
because I guess Brooke was talking out loud, not realizing anyone was in the tub, and Sylvia's like, "Shut up," and she's
So-
sitting in the tub. At first, who did you think it was in the tub?
I heard her voice and I knew it was Sylvia.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't really put it together.
I was like, well, it was her voice.
It was
so-
I didn't hear it as her voice, but it's funny that she joined the clan.
She did join. And she was like fucking the leader of that shit.
She was.
pretty crazy. But before they start, I just wrote brilliant, cute scene.
I had brilliant after sex scene. 'cause-
Oh.
And I liked how she told them, "You better not puke tonight
yeah.
at your bachelor party," which
Which
did.
was fake,
Yeah.
clearly.
Which he didn't even have because Julian has no friends.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, the guy's taking him out. I
No.
don't
So
know what's
sweet.
happening.
No.
He's such a little nug.
I love him.
Julian or Nate?
Julian.
Nate.
Nate.
Nate
What
from
about you,
Julian.
Julian?
Yeah. What about you, Mitch?
Julian, I think.
Ingrid's out.
Well, I love.
Nate's my ride or die.
yeah,
since
he's
the
OG.
beginning.
He's OG.
He's
I don't know
my-
why I'm like comparing them to Ant, and I'm like, I don't know. Probably
I like-
Julian is more like Anne.
I
Yeah.
like Julian's like personality more, but like Nate for me, I just like his story.
Attractiveness.
They're both extremely attractive.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like his
Growth?
Yeah, just the whole package.
Yeah.
everything.
He does. He has a very nice storyline.
Yes,
And we've seen Nate grow.
and he's
It's
just
Oh,
true.
yeah.
We've been with him for so long.
he's just a good
It's just
egg.
because he was so prominent, and then we talked about how he kind of lost his not scenes, but he lost his speaking roles
Right.
in most of the episodes, and then he's kind of coming back to himself, but he's like very quiet.
Yeah,
He's not. You kind of forget he's there
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
So Julian just takes the cake for me.
Yeah. I love Julian too.
But he's also been very prominent this season. This is like the season of Brilliant.
Yeah,
so
this is his
makes
thing.
sense. Then I have Haley's planning a spa bachelorette. They're getting massages.
Massages, yes.
Massages, which is a very nice treat.
Yeah. And then I wrote that we have the 3 girls are walking. It's Brooke, Quinn, and Haley. And Haley says how she has to leave early, which we find out is because
I was like,
she's-
really?
she's actually decorating for Brooke,
Which
but
is
she had
very
to lie and
nice.
say she was helping Nate. And, then Brooke finds out that
Alex is
Alex
invited.
is invited, and she was not happy.
Yeah. but
Yeah,
Alex
I
was the one
predicted
that got
Alex
the
to have been invited. I thought her and Brooke were past that, but I mean, it makes sense
Because
like,
of
she's not
Thanksgiving.
really my friend.
Right.
I just assumed she was going. She's the
She's
female.
right. There's only a couple of females on the
She's
show.
a female cast
Let's
member.
get
She
all
has
the
to be there.
female cast
That's
members.
that's what I was thinking too. I'm glad that Millie was there though.
Yeah. And then they're all getting massages and they're drinking these green
juices.
And then all of a sudden, it's the next morning and it's The Hangover, female style.
Literally the Hangover.
It
movie.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun fact. It was actually a tribute to The Hangover. I'm injecting my trivia.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
This is even better.
Yes, Tish.
You inject your trivia, you go for it.
Yes, if you have it, just say it.
Yeah.
You don't even need to
Yes.
have like a special segment.
Nope, you just throw
This
it
is
in
like
there.
the segment episode.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a tribute to The Hangover. Like that was their whole idea. They actually do not spoiling anything, but later on they do another tribute to another movie. So you'll get some tributes in there. But this one was to The Hangover.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fun. Also kind of like Julian. Julian, like reminiscent. Like he loves movies.
I was like, wait, where is she going with this?
Julian.
Yeah, it's always Julian on the brain. Yeah, it was really funny. So they're like all drunk and just look disheveled, and we got a dog skateboarding around, and just a,
Yeah.
Quinn
a
has
hot
a
mess.
pierced tongue.
Yep.
And then I'm thinking, oh my God, Millie and Alex, they shouldn't have alcohol. I'm like going right to like my mom brain, like, did Alex break her sobriety?
Yeah,
But
but
a black eye.
they're all fine.
Yeah.
They're fine.
I just like to
Quinn's makeup though reminded me of like the Joker, like the spirit,
Yeah,
the
the
spirit
smeared
lipstick.
Her lipstick like all up into her cheek.
And she's talking like she has a retainer in, and then I
It's
love
her
when
tongue.
Haley
Oh my
Yeah.
tells her to
God.
open her mouth, and she has
I
her
love
tongue
that.
pierced.
Quinn had a couple of pretty funny scenes
Yeah.
with that, and then she's like, "Why do I have meat in my
Raw
bag?"
meat in her purse, and just and then Brooke. Sylvia is there, so we cut back to seeing Sylvia in the tub, and she keeps saying her mouth hurts.
Yeah,
and
my
then
mouth is burning.
Yep. And then Brooke realizes her ring is missing. So then that kicks off the whole episode. Pretty much revolves of them looking around to piece together the night and find Brooke's ring.
I also enjoyed. I know this is like going back, but when they first walked in, the 3 of them to see into the spa, Millie's like, with
Yeah,
her,
just
she's like
waving,
her big wave.
surrounded
I
by all
love
these
that.
I wrote that.
muscular
She's so
men.
cute.
Yeah, I was cracking up. That was cute.
Waving.
Though once that scene started, I was like, I just want a massage. And
All I
Yeah.
kept thinking about is
Fluffy
the
robe.
bachelorettes I have this year. Why aren't any
Why are
of them
none of them are like
at
that?
a spa?
I know.
Why aren't any of
Because no one
There's 3
wanted
of them I
that.
have to go
no
to.
one wanted that. It's like, can we
Well,
have
Liz
both?
and I still aren't married.
Yeah, we can
so
still do
There's
it.
hope. It won't be
Shan.
anytime soon.
For
but,
Shan's bachelorette, my
There we go.
sister, we're gonna do that. So
There we go.
just
So
Perfect.
in like 5 years, I'll get it.
no, like next year.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
We
have the intro.
Oh, and then the weird intro.
Oh, we were jinxed. We were jinxed.
Sorry.
Love Tegan and Sarah. Hated this.
Yeah.
Hated this.
Well,
I
they're
could
all
have
bad.
sworn it was done, but I guess I.
Yeah,
oh,
Ma-
Latisha goes,
Latisha.
And Michaela, she said last week how
Yeah.
it wasn't
I don't know
over.
why I thought it was done. I think I just got so excited that Gavin was back, and I was
Yeah.
like, my memory was just like, yeah, forget it, suppress it,
That
hide
was
it.
so silly for to have him on the mid-season finale and then come back and it's again
made
different.
sense.
Like why?
For it, but
But like
they
it should have
just kept
stopped
with
it. Yeah, it should have stopped that after, or kept Gavin continually.
Does
Yeah.
this go for the entire season of 8? Do you know, Latisha?
Well, don't ask me because I was
Do
wrong.
you guys want to know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Oh
Fuck.
man, we
I
have
could've
so many more
sworn Gavin
episodes
was
to go.
back. See, I guess I just suppressed the memory
Yeah,
and I
you
just
did.
replaced the intros with all Gavin in my head. I don't
You,
know.
you get another
know.
Gavin though, but unfortunately, you get Gavin mixed in with some other people.
Oh,
I
so
mean,
he does
good
pop in,
artist.
though.
He does.
but-
All right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Good
okay.
artist, not good covers of One Tree Hill
Right.
of the theme song. Like, love me the theme song. Don't like it in season 8. Kind of butchered it.
Yeah.
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 Just
Damn.
not necessary.
I want to like flip a
Damn.
table.
Right? It's just so bad.
They're like, wait a minute, because it
Oh,
didn't.
sorry.
The song started, but also like you knew it wasn't the same. You're like,
Yeah.
wait a
It was
minute.
like an 8-bit Nintendo track.
Yeah, it was weird. I wasn't
Video
a
game.
fan of it. I wasn't about it. Whatever.
As per usual.
As per usual, terrible intro. Moving on, then we have. Oh my god, I lost my.
I had the girls looking for the ring.
yeah.
And
Oh,
then
where? Yeah,
and
raw
then
meat in Quinn's
Yeah, I
bag.
put meat in purse.
Sylvia answers Julian's phone call, which, if you think
Super
about
awkward.
it, if Brooke would have answered the phone,
yeah,
Yeah.
Julian would have said, "I have your ring.
right.
I
Don't
saw
worry
you last
about
night."
it. Yeah.
And then, they probably would have returned the dog, but then, we would have never found out about Boots.
Oh, I loved Boots.
Millie reminded me of myself. I feel like this is something like the way
That
she
someone would call you
acted,
Boots?
Yeah.
where when you get intoxicated, you kind of do crazy
Yeah.
things. Or this just reminded me of something that that I would just go
loved
off
it.
and
It
do
was-
But
something.
she
It
took
was
it with
Boots.
such grace.
She was
Yeah.
like, oh dear.
She was just like, "Oh no, why did I do this?" I would have been like, "Fuck!" Like, just I would already be scheduling like a tattoo removal or cover
Yeah,
up or
right?
something.
I
Oh my
thought it was
God.
a cute tattoo though.
Yeah,
Little cowboy boots.
Yeah, it could have been worse.
it could have been in a
And
better spot.
it's who is she gonna impress? Like her and Mouth are like together now,
Right.
So she's just like,
Yeah,
this is
I mean,
what
who's
happened.
Mouth?
I know. I'm really sad. I
We
mean,
haven't had
obviously
Mouth.
he had no place in this episode, but like
Clearly,
a couple episodes we haven't seen him, and I
No.
miss him so much. Sorry,
very emotional over
Very
there.
emotional.
Think of Julian. Think of Julian.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back.
Okay. Channel Julian. You got it. Do.
I
Oh
have
yeah.
chocolate tattoo.
Me too. The chocolate number. I
Phone
wrote.
number,
The chocolate, which was Dave Navarro.
right?
Fucking
I feel like he
random.
made his way onto every television show in like this time era.
Did
I-
he?
Like
What
he
else was he
always was
on?
on. I don't even remember, but I just remember him being like
2000s.
special guest on like a lot of
What,
shows.
Latisha?
Yeah, the late, like, I felt like he was in everything in like the early 2010s, 11 and stuff
Yeah,
like that. Like,
like-
I saw him in everything. I didn't even know who he was, but then I realized and saw him more and more. I was like, hey, I get who he is now.
Did
Yeah,
he have his own show too? With
a
Pam-
reality show. I
Pam
think he
Anderson
did. Yeah.
Or something? Am I making that up? Did that happen?
No,
Is that an
I
alternate reality?
I think he did. I think
Earth
he
2?
did.
Um,
Earth 2.
and then, I wrote Millie Tattoo and the chocolate phone number.
I like how they called it a hoe tag.
Yeah. Well, there and,
And
then
then
Alex is like, no, it's called a tramp stamp.
Yeah. So, Quinn said that, and then Alex corrected her. And then Alex said something in the car later on, and Quinn corrected her. I don't remember what it was that she said. though.
Yeah, I forgot.
They both, corrected
It was
each
something
other.
stupid. I was
Yeah.
like,
And
oh,
I liked
this
how
is-
Haley was like, I have one.
Yeah. She just subtly is like, I have one.
Do you guys want to know a fact about the
Her
about the
tramp
chocolate thing?
Yes.
Yeah, so there's actually like a goof. So Haley licks it off with her thumb.
Uh-huh.
And then when she tastes it, she's actually tasting like her index finger. So they kind of make the goof there. Yeah.
Continuity.
Yep.
Nice
Those are always
catch.
fun.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have some more for out the
It's Till
episode.
Death
too.
Do Us Part was
Yes.
Dave Navarro's show with Carmen Electra.
Oh, Carmen Electra. I knew
I had to go back because
I was like,
oh
was it
my-
Pam Anderson? It was one of those.
Yeah.
Letitia, what other things do you have?
So I have another one that kind of already came up too. So early in the episode, Brooke is wearing boots when she's in the bathroom, but then when she runs into the living room, she's barefoot. So she kind of
Yeah.
loses her boots in
I
between the
noticed
scenes.
that actually.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
She had like UGG boots on. Right?
Yeah.
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 Oh, that's fun.
and then we also
Goofs.
we noticed the date.
Yes, on Dave Navarro's shirt, which we now
Sylvia.
know is it
Sylvia
said
wearing.
December 9th that he was in Tree Hill.
Yeah, so then the next day, which this is all happening, would be the 10th,
Right, December
which
10th.
would then mean that they're getting married
on the
11th.
11th, December 11th.
Should we?
But-
Should we
pay
even
attention to
bother?
this?
This is so stupid, but
Mm-mm, don't, because they don't actually, like, everywhere on the wiki, every wiki says that they're not married. They say they're married in February. Like, I think their
yeah.
anniversary is like February 1st or something.
That's
so it's all messed
hysterical.
up.
Yeah, so it's completely wrong. Just like
Yeah.
Jamie's birthday.
However, I was because we saw the date, and then when they just jumping ahead for a sec, Dave's like, "Oh, my shirt," And she's like, what a weirdo, you're wearing your band's shirt. So then it was like, oh, it's his shirt. It could have
So
been from an old date.
Right, it could have been from an old date.
But then we're like, no.
No,
He's like,
because-
it's only something clean, and it is a tour shirt. And he was
right,
supposed to
and
be in
Brooke
Tree Hill,
was
so
like,
we're
"Oh my
back.
god, that was
Yeah.
yesterday." Like they
Right.
were in Tree
Yeah.
Hill.
Yeah.
Obviously, and
Alright.
maybe they like filmed this before break, and it was December, and
Or they just don't care.
or they just don't give
Or
a
they
fuck.
they just don't care.
They're like,
about-
we don't care. Continuity.
Yeah. they're-
Remember the tweet. There's no time in One Tree Hill.
know.
Yeah.
I know.
There's
It's
no-
so hard to get past it,
I
though.
know. There's no time.
That was
There's-
funny.
They just don't care. Then they're hanging out the parlor. I wrote Millie, Quinn, and Alex.
Yeah.
Figuring out the whole tattoo situation, and then they find out also that there were frat brothers because they're like, oh, one of your brothers got a tattoo.
Yeah, and I
And
was
they're
like, wait, what?
And then they show, and it's like one of the
Frat
frat
sides.
sign,
The-
whatever, Alpha Omega.
Yeah, their symbol, the letters, Greek letters.
and
And then they end up going to the frat house where all the guys are sitting outside on lawn chairs like
It's-
they do in every movie.
Boots and the girls.
Boots and the girls. That was I wrote that down as my favorite quote.
Boots and the
Not to
girls,
jump ahead,
and then
but-
you find out and then they all start singing Boots with the Fur.
Yes. Oh my
Remember
god.
that song?
So that's why you think that that's where she got her name from.
Yeah.
But then later on you know that that's not.
It's from
correct.
the 15 alcohol drink
Yes.
inside of a boot.
Gross.
So I guess they just pass that one boot
Oh,
around and everyone drinks from it.
It's a used boot.
It's like when you get wine at church. You just
Oh.
pass around the goblet.
I never did that.
Yeah.
The
We're
gob-
Jews. We don't
Yeah.
know about wine at church.
yeah. They just pass the
It sounds
goblet around.
gross though.
Yeah, that sounds disgusting.
I always get the little shot. They also offer shot glasses if you're
Oh.
grossed out by
That's so nice.
right?
I'm so
They
glad
used to
do
have
that.
that in Temple, not to be all Jewy, but like after service, they would have half grape juice in little shot glasses and half wine.
Oh yeah.
And like us 13-year-olds would be like,
I don't know about
gonna
other
go
churches.
take some
Yeah.
wine, pretend we're cool.
I don't know about other churches, but they pass by with the goblet, and I'm like,
I'll pass.
and then
I'm
the
good.
next person comes by with a tray of shot glasses. I'm like, yes, thank you. And you just do a little shot of wine. It's like, yes, Jesus' blood. You put the little shot glass back.
Yes, Jesus'
Yes.
blood.
Anyway, so
Oh my god.
I appreciate
Peyton's
how
sad after that.
Yeah,
Like they were
they bring-
speaking about Peyton.
They bring up Peyton. Peyton is not coming. to the
Sylvia
wedding.
had a friend also. What was her name?
Melissa.
Melissa. And they were reminiscing about old friendships. And
Yeah,
she
and
was
how
like,
sometimes
oh,
you drift
Peyton's not
apart."
here.
Okay.
Sometimes you drift apart, and Peyton is the Melissa in this situation.
Right.
Do you guys feel like they kind of vilified Peyton there?
Yes.
Like they just sacrificed her a little bit. They're just like, because it's not true to her friendship at all, like to her character to just
we
not
literally
show
just
up.
said that as
Yeah.
we were wrapping
Tish,
up. Yeah.
I said this at
Yeah.
the end of the episode because I was so
I was mad by that. I
Yeah.
was very upset.
bad taste
Yes.
in my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like he who should not be named was just mad.
Yeah.
So he was like, I'm going to throw her character under the bus. And it felt a little like, I was like, whether or not you agree with what the actress did, like, why are you created this character? Why are you doing this to the character that you created?
Yeah, and
You're
he was
just, like,
so obsessed with Peyton. You saw how much
Yeah.
he loved Peyton.
Right.
Mhm.
And we know that translated off screen
Yeah.
as well.
Right.
And clearly, when she made her exit Hillary,
Oh, he was super
and
bitter, obviously.
he clearly,
Yeah.
you know,
I wonder what
decided
the other I mean, I know no one could ever tell him anything, apparently in the writers' room, but I wonder how the other writers felt
Right.
about
Right, like that's so not
This.
Peyton's
Yeah.
personality.
this is not how this character would have
I
been at
know.
all.
And they were clearly just trying to send a very blunt
Oh,
message
yeah.
to
like
the
she's
viewers.
not coming back.
Because I remember,
get excited.
I remember at this point, a lot of people were like tweeting and reaching out and saying, you know, Peyton needs to be back for this wedding.
Right,
And then people,
because this is her best friend's wedding.
and people were attacking Hillary because at the time before all this came out, no one knew the real
Why she
reason
left,
she
yeah.
left. So people were like getting mad at Hillary, saying, you know, why aren't you coming back to the show? This show created you.
I mean,
like,
no one knew until literally recently
like
why
this past
she
year.
left.
Yeah. So people were attacking her, and I remember at the time Sophia Bush was like protecting her and defending her, saying there were reasons, you know, et cetera, which we all know now. But like at the time, I remember a lot of people were like they couldn't believe that she wasn't coming back for the wedding.
yeah.
Which
I mean, if I
yeah.
was watching this now, I would have said the same thing, if knowing, you know,
Not knowing.
not knowing,
yeah,
Yeah.
because that's was her best friend, and then now they brought it up they brought it up twice about Peyton, and then the second time when they talked about her, it was like she doesn't care about Brooke.
Mm-hmm.
She's not there for her.
Yeah.
You're like, what? It's so not Peyton.
Yeah.
Right.
Sad. It's really sad because they're like, oh, Luke. They say something about Lucas, like, oh, has everyone in this town dated Lucas? Like, they never said anything bad about him,
Right.
or like why isn't Lucas there?
Mhm.
It's why isn't Peyton there?
Yeah.
Which is wrong.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We'll see. Maybe Michelle and I are still hopeful that Chad McElmurray does make an appearance. So
Keep
he
being
didn't want to
hopeful.
sever ties with him.
Yeah.
Then I have the boot with the 15 alcohol, and then
Have smother-in-law.
which is clever.
Very clever.
So smother-in-law, she sees that that's how Brooke has her in the phone.
Mhm. And I
And I
guess
also have that they find the missing dog poster.
Yes.
The missing bulldog sign, and which then we find out is Kellerman's dog.
Doggist.
Doggist.
August
Oh,
Kellerman's
I love
dog
that.
named
I-
August.
Oh, man. A professor like that would not have a cool dog.
No,
Or like name his dog after him, Doggist. I feel like he wouldn't have done that.
I
Yeah,
could see that.
I
could
see that
I
part.
could see that
More
part.
than a skateboarding bulldog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that made no sense, but
And-
very cute.
Yeah, and then they TP'd. It turns out the girls TP'd his house, and they left in an ice cream truck, and they lured Doggist away with raw meat that Quinn happened to have. Where she got that?
Right? Like,
Chunk of
where
meat?
did you get that
Don't-
big chunk of meat?
Maybe on the ice cream truck. I
Yeah,
don't know.
where did the ice cream truck? Where did that come from?
You know, it's just a bachelor. You know,
Ready.
it's
Ready
just
to
how
party.
bachelorettes go. You know. Then I wrote, "Own your scars."
Yeah. Almost dying.
Yeah.
That's
And-
what she said.
I know. And then I liked what she said, though, that, she says, Alex says, my scars remind me of a moment of weakness, but your scar reminds you of a moment of strength. to
Yeah.
Quinn. Which was very,
No, yeah, it was
true.
a great quote.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
very nice and very smart, intelligent thing to say
It
for Alex.
was.
I liked it.
She's deep.
She is deep.
Yeah, I enjoy her.
She can be
She's
deep.
been through some shit.
Yeah. What do you think about Alex, Latisha?
I actually really liked Alex. I kind of identified with her because she's the young one of the group. So she was kind of closest to when I was watching it, she was closest to my age. And now that I'm older and I'm watching it again, I'm yeah, she's still closest to my age,
Yeah.
sort of. So I felt like I identified with her the most because she's been through so much. And she was I wasn't the pretty girl in high school, but she was the pretty girl in high school who everyone wanted to be with. And she never knew what it was like to have the true friends or whatever.
Right.
And so I identify with that trope because I was friends with those girls afterwards in university. I'm friends with them now because they don't know how to be friends. I'm I'll teach you how to be a friend. So I like Alex in that sense that she is the embodiment of a true teenage character still, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. I enjoy her.
I do like Alex.
Yeah, she's come a long way.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But
Kind of
I always
psychoanalyzed her
liked
there.
She's another character I like when she's with all the girls, too.
Yeah. I like
When she's not being boy crazy.
Yeah.
That I feel like that also pans back to He Who Shall Not Be Named.
Yeah.
I feel like when the girls have a chance to I'm not even saying only when they hang out with girls, but when they're not so boy centered, focused, and when they have other
it's not
things
about
going
sex?
on and not about Chase and
oh my god, I didn't even think about him once.
No,
this
I
whole
know. That's what I'm
episode.
saying. When it's not centered, they become such better characters
Yeah, because they're
Right.
because they're not
people.
prancing around. Quinn was great this episode without Clay, and Alex and Millie. Not Millie. Well, Mia wasn't there, but Alex
oh, yeah,
not
Mia.
fawning over freaking Chase.
Right.
It's just
Right.
Yeah,
So much-
Mia.
yeah. Mia wasn't there.
I guess she's not really.
Maybe she had a
Brooke's
concert.
friends.
Yeah.
She had a show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot about her.
Then
I have Sylvia and Free Wings.
yeah. I wrote Wing Champ Sylvia.
That was funny. That's why her mouth was burning.
Mhm.
Very funny.
made me want wings. And then we find out that Brooke made out with somebody.
Oh, dun dun dun
Dun, dun, dun. Did you guys think it was?
No, I knew it was Julian. the
Yeah,
whole
I knew
time.
it was Julian too. Yeah.
I was like, oh please.
It was too close to the wedding to fuck things up.
Yeah, it was.
But it's not in her character.
No.
Yeah.
We're past that Brooke stage in her life.
I don't think as drunk as she would have gotten would have made her make out with someone. As drunk as I've ever been, I've never cheated
Agreed.
on someone because yes, I'm maybe not as coherent as I should be, but I still have like my morals.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I didn't expect it from her.
Absolutely.
And she was like shaking in her boots, like, oh my
Yeah.
God, he's going to break up with me now.
Right. Like, this is over.
And then later on, she thinks that she had sex with Dave Navarro.
Right. Because he says, I've never blown through so many condoms.
Yeah, which that was funny.
But they come to a realization.
It was just a water balloon fight with condoms
Clothes over bros.
on top of the building. And, which is cute because I like that they always go back to that
Mhm.
little connection.
Yeah.
We
But
had
that
that great high five moment.
Oh,
we see where Julian inherited
Loved
his
that.
lame high five.
I really like laughed out loud. I was
Yeah. That was actually really
like,
funny.
perfect.
I had another LOL moment, but it was before the water balloon fight. It was when they dropped the toy ring and August eats it
Yes.
so fast.
And then I
So
thought
fast.
that he might have ate her engagement
Yeah.
ring at that point.
Yeah.
Too.
But
I
then
was
the
like,
girls,
"Ooh."
the next scene with them is they have gloves and they're going to go dig in some poop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And didn't Alex say something like, well, all of my parties
All of my
end
parties
like
end like this.
Why do all my parties end like this? And she like snaps her glove.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
That was
honey.
funny. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I wrote Sylvia.
Where's the other chick I nailed? Dave
right?
Navarro.
Yeah, talking
Then
about
I have the flashback, and then they're discussing LA, and then we find out.
the drunk
Yeah, and
conversation.
Sylvia says, "Don't tell Julian that you made out with some or possibly had sex."
Yeah,
Which did you guys agree with that?
no,
Obviously, Brooke didn't agree with it.
yeah.
so.
But like Sylvia, when they go to that drunk conversation, Sylvia says, you know, you can't even give him a family,
And you're selfish.
and you're selfish. I was like, girl,
Yeah.
why are you being so nasty?
Yeah, they both said. Some
What did Brooke say to
words.
her though? That Brooke had to apologize.
She's smothering.
Yes,
Oh.
She's
That was
trying to
it?
convince her.
she keeps thinking that she wants Julian to move back, making
right,
him
right.
like pressuring him to
Yeah.
move back to LA.
I wasn't sure if she said something like nasty.
She
but I
didn't
guess-
really. She was
Right?
telling the truth. I
It's her
don't
tone.
really see
Just tone.
why Sylvia thinks that Brooke is so selfish,
Well, because Sylvia sees her as her taking
controlling
her
her son, taking him away from her.
And keeping Julian in Tree Hill
Right.
when they both don't even have jobs. And
Right.
Julian is
It's
a
true.
filmmaker who could go to LA.
right? No, I
Yeah.
mean when you put it on paper, it's right.
Yeah.
But she even says later, like when they're not to jump ahead, but when they're in the church, she's like, "It's for the girl my son loves." Like it's cold. Like
Yeah.
she doesn't
Yes.
see Brooke as like she doesn't like mother Brooke at all. Like she just sees her as this competition, sort of.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then after that, I wrote
You have Haley?
Yep.
Yeah.
Haley tells Nate about the dog, and Nate steps up to Kellerman
With
and,
her
like,
binding contract.
breaks up the. And
I was like,
chapter
oh,
11.
Nate's trying to kiss ass and bring him in his dog,
No.
and he wasn't appreciative. And Nate was like, okay, well,
Well, Nate
can't talk about
didn't do
this.
it to suck
I
up.
know,
He
but when
brought
I
it to like show him that he's
Yeah.
been studying. He's
Yeah.
been hitting the books.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Good for Nate.
Yeah.
Brooke goes home.
Yep. Brooke tells Julian about the kiss, and Julian just standing there like,
Yeah.
I know.
And she called Julian. She just had to tell him that she loved him.
So cute. He's like, why am I here? Why'd you call me? And I'm glad he took the ring, so he had
took
it
the
safe.
ring.
Yeah.
Oh,
Safekeeping.
yeah.
It was a big rock, man.
Right?
If I
It
saw
is a
my
big
freaking
ring.
bride to be dropping that shit up, I'd be like, honey, I'm going to take this.
Yeah, like I spent a lot of money on it. I have no
This-
job now.
I'm a freelancer now, honey. We gotta
The freelance.
all our equities in this ring.
right. I have then Quinn's telling Alex how it's nice to have real friends, or opposite.
Yeah.
Alex is telling Quinn how
They
it's nice
cleaned
to
that
have
whole
friends.
spa room.
Right? It was
Wow.
sparkling clean.
Very
They
clean.
did it themselves.
did.
Interesting.
They cleaned it all
They looked
up.
great too.
It did.
They did
I
a
wish
good
I
job.
looked like that after I cleaned.
Yeah, right.
yeah,
None of
and-
them had hangovers.
And props to the girls for still running around in heels the
oh my
day
god,
after.
yeah.
And like
Especially
they're-
Quinn. Quinn's heels were high. I'm like, girl.
they all had really
those
high
look like
heels.
they really hurt.
and I'm just like, the day after a night of drinking, especially a bachelorette
the way they
party,
woke up and the way they finished their day, it was like they weren't even on the same time frame at
I'm
all. Like,
barely functioning, let alone wearing my heels still. I don't even make it
well,
through
these
the whole
girls are
night.
supposed to be like mid-20s. We're old, so we
mean,
would not recuperate
but
like
even
this.
in our late 20s.
Didn't do it.
I
Even
did.
in my
I did
mid-
not recuperate well.
Even
after
in my early
fiasco.
mid-20s, I was not running around in heels the day after.
No. Your
No.
feet hurt. If you
You're in
walk.
leggings and Uggs and a sweatshirt.
And even the Uggs hurt. Like even your
Yeah,
feet just ache
just
after.
existing hurts. I can't even. No, there's no way. No way.
And then after that, I have that Julian brings Brooke to the church.
And
That's
Julian
all
and Haley
decorated.
decorated it. So cute.
And
then,
Sylvia paid for everything.
yeah. So
Haley kept sending her the stuff in the book. Which was
So
really
after
nice.
all that, she's still paying
bitching
for
and
the wedding.
moaning, she paid. Yeah,
yeah.
she paid for the wedding, but she did it the way that Brooke wanted it,
Right.
which was very selfless of her. Because it was her money. She could have done whatever she wanted.
Well,
Right.
because she loves Julian so
And
much.
she loves Julian.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
the girl that Julian loves.
Right.
And then I wrote that they apologized to each other, and then Brooke asks Haley to be the
Her maid of honor, which, a day before the wedding, you want to be my maid of honor, whatever. I guess maybe because Peyton wasn't coming,
Right.
I guess so.
Yeah.
she had this plan originally that maybe Peyton would have been her maid of honor.
Yeah.
Now we know that she's not
But Brooke makes a good
coming.
point. Like, throughout all this horrible stuff that she's been through,
Haley's the only one
one.
that's been there for her. Not the only
Yeah, I
one,
mean,
but the
it makes sense.
main. Yeah.
Yeah. Haley's been there.
And Brooke was hers, right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then I have Peyton's a villain because
I
that's what
put-
they made her
I
seem to
put
be.
Peyton with a heart because I still love
Right.
her.
Of course, we love Peyton.
Yeah.
He who shall not be named
Does not
is
love Peyton
clearly
anymore.
butthurt about
What a
it.
prick.
What a
I have to end on that.
Yeah, but we already spoke about that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and that was it. And I don't even know what's going to happen next week. Is it the wedding?
Or maybe we'll touch upon. No, I guess not.
I think it's the
It
wedding.
would have to be the
Do
wedding.
you know the title,
It's
Ingrid?
the wedding.
Yay!
I mean,
I know this is
The
supposed
next
to be
day.
the day, the rehearsal dinner day.
Yeah.
What's the title?
The other half of me.
Oh,
Cute.
that's sweet,
So we think.
right? I'm sure. There'll
Do you
still
want
be
me to
some
read the
drama.
blurb?
Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Okay, I'll read the blurb. The Other Half of Me is the 13th episode of the 8th season of One Tree Hill and the 165th episode produced of the series.
I love how they always start that.
Yeah, right? It was broadcast on February 1st, 2011.
Maybe that's why everyone thinks their anniversary is February 1st.
Right. Brooke and Julian's wedding day is finally here. Dreams become reality, secrets are revealed,
Ooh.
and wedding hookups are inevitable.
Oh, wedding hookups. That's exciting. Who's wedding hooking up?
Who's wedding hooking up?
Who's hooking up at the wedding?
I'm hoping for Brooke's father
Yeah, me too.
to hook up with Sylvia.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
Give me
Scandalous.
Brooke's father. Give me
we have to
Victoria.
meet him, right? Maybe
We
Victoria.
have to meet him.
Wonder whatever happened to her boyfriend Alexander Coyne.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice
He was a
if
nice
he came?
guy. Yeah.
If they're talking wedding hookups and it's going to be Chase, I don't care. Don't give me a Chase.
No, I don't
Hook
care.
up with
Me
Alex
either.
/ Mia / all
Right?
three of them. Well, I guess I'd take a threesome actually.
I take a
It'd be
threesome.
kind of entertaining.
It would be entertaining, but also weird.
Yeah. Who else could hook up?
I was thinking Math and Millie,
Math
but like
and
they
Millie,
already
sure.
kind of did that, so maybe they won't do that.
Skills and Sylvia.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
that's happening. That is happening.
Maybe Victoria and Brooke's father again.
Yeah,
Or
or maybe even
Paul?
Paul and Sylvia again.
give
like
me
out
some
of nowhere.
parent hookup.
Parent hookups.
Yeah.
We're about the parent hookups.
We are about it.
And skills with parents.
Yeah.
You think anyone's making an appearance?
Do you think anything bad's going to happen?
I mean, secrets are
Think of
revealed.
all the
What
past
could the
weddings.
secret-
Oh, I know. Nothing
Every-
goes right.
every-
car
goes-
crash.
secrets are revealed. Maybe the secret of
People
who,
lying.
of who
Right. The car.
was in the car. That's
Yeah.
a
left at
secret.
The altar.
Yeah.
Kidnappings.
Oh yeah, we've had.
But are those
Cars
secrets?
driving
Everyone
off.
knows about those.
I know.
Oh my gosh! Remember Jules?
Jules.
Keith,
What a mess.
Keith Nugget.
What a mess. Did you guys have a favorite character this episode?
Let's see. My favorite character.
It's hard. I'm not even gonna.
I'm gonna
say
give
who.
mine to Millie.
Yeah, Millie was really cute.
She was really cute.
Very cute.
Boots, my girl Boots.
Can I give it to Doggist?
Sure.
Because he was
Doggist.
awesome. I love Doggist.
Damn. I definitely want to pick one of the girls because it was.
I know it's hard.
Haley was kind of funny, like just
Yeah.
chiming in with all of the mayhem.
I like when she brought donuts in
Yeah,
the morning
just-
and Brooke's like gonna throw up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's like, and she just has her little sunglasses on. She's like, I feel great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with my cucumber water. I'll
What
give it to
about you?
Haley because
Haley?
she decorated for Brooks'
That was
thing,
yeah,
and
that's
it's
nice of
just
her.
nice. I'll
At
give it to
least,
Haley.
Latisha, do you have a favorite?
I would say Quinn, just because I usually never really like her, but this episode, like, she didn't talk as much, and she was just a nice, like, sorry, she was just a nice, like, background character, but she did add a lot to it, like, when they're, like, with her tongue pierced and everything, and she's
Yeah.
like,
She had
she's like,
very
take
funny
it out,
moments.
take it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did have funny moments.
I did enjoy her. I did contemplate it for a hot second.
I
to say
know. I
Quinn,
kind of
but
wanted to say Quinn also.
I'm not there yet.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Definitely
Maybe
really
one
enjoyed
day.
her. Yeah. Least favorite,
Oh,
Dave Navarro.
yeah, right.
Kellerman, I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
Kellerman.
Kellerman.
Yeah,
I
he's a
don't
dick.
Yeah.
even really feel anything towards him. It's just like my least.
It's just like you're the lesser cool Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah.
Like you're
Yeah,
the lame
he
Dustin
adds
Hoffman.
nothing currently
No.
to the show.
No. What
What
about
about-
you, Tish?
Yeah, Kellerman.
Kellerman, right?
Yeah.
What about a favorite quote? I love the one with the boots.
Yeah,
It's
Boots and the Girls. That's my favorite too.
Killed
I
me.
have two favorite quotes.
Go for
So the first one was Keller who when she's like talking to him
Yeah.
and Nathan like doesn't get it and she's like, Keller who? She just keeps asking him until he's like, oh yeah, I forget about him.
Yes.
And then when Haley's like, a receipt from a tattoo parlor, one embarrassing tongue piercing, one tattoo. It's like an X-rated version of Where's Waldo?
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah.
And I like how Alex looks down her pants.
Yeah, she looks like in the front of her pants.
All looking. That was really good.
I liked found it, my ring, Millie's hoe tag. Hoe tag? It's called a tramp stamp. Oh, then why don't you have one? And then Haley goes, I have one.
I have one. Yeah. Her
like-
number 23.
23.
So funny. Remember when she got that? We were like, Haley! And
know.
Lucas was so mad.
so mad.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Oh, wait. So Brooke said baby Sawyer's sick?
She did?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, she said
She
yeah,
did
she said
say
it
that.
at the when they're in the wedding chapel. Like she's talking to Haley and she's like, yeah, Peyton can't make it. Baby Sawyer's sick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm
So
looking
that's
at a
not
quote
that
now.
bad.
She says, baby Sawyer's sick. And then Haley goes, Peyton's not coming. I'm so sorry, Brooke.
Okay, yeah. I guess we were talking because I didn't hear
Yeah,
that.
I missed that too.
Yeah.
Even so, like that makes it a little better that the baby's sick, but then they kind of go into like Peyton wasn't there for me. So it's like,
Yeah.
but her baby's sick though.
Right. Baby Sawyer's
Can't
sick.
travel with a sick baby.
You can't. Especially if they live yonder.
But I guess
they're not
they would have
nearby.
been like, okay, so after the baby's well, she can still come
Yeah.
out,
Yeah.
but she's not going to.
What about
Yeah,
favorite
and
outfits?
She never does. Oh, favorite outfits. I really did like Quinn's outfit, and I liked her heels.
Yeah.
She looked really good.
I
this
liked
episode.
Millie's top. It was cute.
With the opening in the
Yeah.
back?
Yeah,
I
that was
like
cute
that.
too. You know, did show off the tramp stamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really liked Alex's outfit. Like when they walked into the spa, like just her entire outfit was so cute.
Yeah.
They all had really cute
Yeah.
outfits.
Michelle's still thinking.
No, I'm just. Yeah. No, they all really did. It's hard to pick.
Yeah, it was a good outfit episode. All the girls together.
Yeah. And Quinn really did have nice shoes.
She did have. I
Yeah.
really liked her shoes.
Mhm.
They were like some
They were up there.
shit kicking heels.
Definitely couldn't wear those.
Shit kicking heels.
Yeah,
shit
my mom always says shit kicking heels. What about? No, we did that.
Yeah,
was
I
like,
think we
who's
did all
gonna-
our segments.
Whoa. We just like.
And then
Do
we
you
always
have any
like,
added trivia that
Yeah.
we've missed, Latisha?
I actually kind of do. So I can't I always mess up on the name, but the episode was like the title was by Azare. If I
Okay.
think that's like, yeah. And then yeah, it was like a tribute to it was a tribute to The Hangover and then the Tegan and Sarah bit.
Mm-hmm.
But the dog, it was actually, I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I think I did enough digging. That dog that they used was also like in that early 2000s movie Van Wilder.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
yeah.
Yeah, and then on a sadder note, the dog actually passed away. But
Oh.
yeah, I was like, I don't know if I want to include that, but I was like, it's trivia. Trivia's trivia.
Cute. I
Bulldogs
wonder-
love
Yeah.
skateboarding. I wonder what that's about.
Yeah. My
Right.
boss is taking care of a bulldog right now.
Bless
you.
Ugh,
And I wish he skateboarded.
right?
He
Maybe you
just
can
pees
teach him.
everywhere.
Just teach Liam how to skateboard.
Oh my gosh.
I can't.
I'm
even
working
skateboard.
on. Did you guys ever see that video where you could teach your cat to jump through your arms as a hoop?
No.
I'm working
Oh
on
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Have
I
you
have
seen it,
seen
Liam?
it.
Or
Yeah,
Sully?
Liam. Sully
yeah.
is dumb. I mean, I love her,
Aw.
but she's dumb. Liam is the smart one. So, they're very treat driven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like little cats.
Keep us keep us updated.
Oh, you know I will.
And if Michelle succeeds, I'm sure she'll put it on at Mr. Liam the cat
That's
on
right.
Instagram.
That's
so
right.
That's his
check it
Instagram
out.
account.
Hashtag proud cat mom.
Yes.
Forever.
Yeah.
So that's all the segments. We have to do shout out of the week.
Shout out of the week. Do you have one?
I have a shout out. Of course I do.
Liz has a shout out. Here we go.
This shout out is from our iTunes page from Caps fan 41789.
Ooh.
Ooh,
I wonder
lots
if
of
you are
numbers.
our age because that seems like it's April 17th, 89.
Your age.
Your age.
I'm sorry, my age.
Dollface.
I'm the only one 89. My
Baby
age.
girl.
They say, and the title is amazing, absolutely amazing.
Love it already.
Then, right, they say, I am so freaking excited I found this podcast. I am a huge One Tree Hill fan, and I have watched the entire series too many times to count. I love having a seasoned watcher with two newbies to get background from future knowledge and theories that they've never thought of before. I can't wait to catch up and start another round of binge watching to follow along each week. Exclamation mark.
yes.
Latisha, how many times have you watched One Tree Hill?
So in its entirety, I've watched it 4 times. I watched it when I was 18. I watched it in its entirety again when I was 18, and then again when I was 20. But prior to that, I had watched it like on DVD, and then yeah.
What's your favorite season?
Oh god, by far season 4. Really
Yeah.
like
4 is a
season
good
4.
one.
And are you
Yeah.
like Leighton forever?
I like Leighton, but I'm more partial to Brilliant. I just
Brilliant. Yeah.
yeah, I just feel like we didn't, like you guys were saying last week, like we didn't get enough of their adult relationship.
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
So
Kinda
I mean,
cut short.
as teenagers, it was great and all, but I like Leighton, but I'm partial to or Naylee. Naylee's like forever though, right?
Forever.
Naylee's
Always and
OG.
forever?
Oh,
They're
always and
always and
forever.
forever.
They are.
Till kingdom come.
No,
No.
don't tell
No.
Kingdom Come.
Never.
Never.
Okay. Tell
Just
me,
don't know you.
wouldn't it have been better if Quinn got a Till Kingdom Come tattoo?
Would it have been better?
That would've been
than her
hysterical.
It would-
tongue pierced.
Yeah, it would have been so funny if she
Yeah.
had gotten Till Kingdom
I
Come.
probably would have
tattooed
been
on
more
her.
angry and not laughed as hard when she got her tongue pierced.
I would have died. That would have been so funny.
It's just such a stupid saying.
It really
Could have been anything
Or
else.
she got I Am the Storm.
just like the storm. And speaking of the storm, our
Right.
nor'easter is going to be
Quinn.
Quinn.
It's a nor'easter named Quinn, so she literally is the storm.
Hopefully we survive because this is now in the future. We're in the past. This will be in
Right.
the future. But
So if the storm destroyed
If
Long
the
Island,
storm-
this is the last you'll hear
Thanks,
of us.
Quinn. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Quinn. That's why we don't like
Tish
you.
she can tell everyone about it.
Right.
About this episode.
We always say like we're like the lost footage, and like if someone ever like came across our footage of us,
Yeah.
like, just,
like, oh my God, the Tree Hill Talk archives. Look at this great episode.
Wow, this never made it.
this never made it.
It's like the
to-
Disney Vault.
right, like never made it to film.
It's just
Oh,
our
God.
logo in like bronze.
Yeah.
Oh,
Aw. That's yep.
soon it will be in the vault,
In the
forever,
vault,
and not to be
forever.
touched.
Oh, that's gonna be a sad
Oh,
day.
It is gonna be sad. But really, that's it.
Vault
we did
it
all
up.
of our segments.
We did all our
It's-
segments.
Was a good episode. A light,
was fun.
cute episode.
I didn't think we were gonna have this late of an episode.
No,
It was very
neither
light.
did I. Well, maybe they were giving us a break because next week's a little crazy.
I feel like they always do that. They always do like a super heavy, like, oh my god, let's cry, and then right after it's like
the mid-season
dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
finale. It just
So-
made no sense to this whole
Yeah.
season.
But anything that's happened, I'm thinking of the big stuff. We've always followed up.
right.
Like I'm thinking, imagine, okay, the episode,
I know
Dan
where you're going.
shoots
I
Keith.
know where you're going with it.
and the next episode,
it's like a bachelor
touch upon
party.
it. Yeah,
right? Like
they're at a
going to
house
prom.
party and everything's fine. You're like, wait, what?
No,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
I guess
it was
because-
kind of.
I guess
strange.
because no one died, they're fine.
I know.
They're just like,
Well, we didn't know Keith died.
Right.
I mean, God, you two were the only ones.
He still could have survived.
We thought he did.
We
We was
did.
Jimmy's funeral.
Guys.
Jimmy's funeral.
We thought it was Jimmy's funeral.
I know.
Whatever.
That was still the funniest. I just blatantly remember because we were just going to watch that one episode. And then everyone in the chat was like, oh my God, they think Keith's okay. You can't leave them like this. You have to watch the next episode. And then even when that episode starts and it's the funeral, you guys are like, oh, it's just Jimmy's funeral. I'm like, guys.
I was in the worst kind of
He was
denial
shot
I've ever been in
point-
my life.
Point blank in the
denial.
Oh, God. I'm so glad that's on video, though, too.
I know. That's on our YouTube channel if you haven't seen it and
Yeah,
are
it's
curious.
up for all.
It's pretty funny.
Up
If
for
you
all.
haven't, if you haven't watched the video of us watching the episode when Keith gets shot, spoiler alert if you're fucking watching
Right.
it, what that
I don't know why you'd be watching it
and
now.
then the episode afterward,
Yeah.
it's his funeral and everything that happens afterwards.
I
Good
Just
times.
fucking
Good
denial.
times.
I forget his picture is just in my den.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
sits,
it's
it
just
sits
We
in
have
here
a
every day.
shrine.
It says "Rip Keith Scott."
Yeah,
Oh.
with his
It doesn't
dates.
need to be up, but I just
No, it's a part
people
of this
have
room
come in
now.
here during parties and they're like,
Who is that?
Keith Scott? Why do you have a picture in black and white with his?
Yeah,
And do you love having Keith's picture in your living room? He doesn't
Yeah,
hate it.
he
He
doesn't.
said.
I know this room has really become just a workspace. So
Yeah,
it is.
this
It's
room
the
is-
office.
it's the studio. I mean, you guys have sent us so much awesome One Tree Hill
So
stuff.
we have to display it.
We have to
love it.
display and show it to everybody. So, of course,
But
you know.
thank you guys.
But yeah, we really do appreciate it.
Yeah.
Patreon.
Patreon shout outs.
That thing that we have, it's called a Patreon.
So if you didn't know, we have a Patreon. It's a crowdfunding site for creative things like podcasts like this one. And if you like the show and you would like to lend support, there's a bunch of different tiers over there. So you can go to patreon.com/treehilltalk or just treehilltalk.com and you'll find the link there. We really do appreciate everyone that lends their support. We do giveaways. We have bonus content. You guys get the podcast early. You get visuals, access to our live streams. When we watch the episodes, you get to guest hosts like Latisha. There's a lot of cool stuff going on over there. And we also have a subscription box that is a different theme each month.
Yeah, if you want to enter, it's Tree Hill themed.
Yeah,
For
so
April 1st.
this box is going to be banging. It's going to be just a broad One Tree Hill theme, a little bit of everything, kind of mishmash. So it's going to be really cool. So we definitely have a couple spots open for that.
And the giveaway
Mm-hmm.
this month is a Karen's Cafe tumbler for
Yes.
your iced beverages.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because spring is coming. Iced
Yeah.
coffee, iced tea. So it's going to
And we
be.
love Karen and miss her so much.
Yeah, we miss her. So we want to pay a little homage to her. So if you want to win a chance to win that tumbler, you can go to patreon.com/treehilltalk. And now Liz is going to shout out
I'm just
the
petting
people.
slowly.
the peeps that help support
Roll.
the show.
Roll. I saw Liz about to speak. I'm like, if she forgets.
No, I would never. I would
You
never.
have though.
Just that one time.
Just she'll never let you forget.
I'll
it.
never. I'll never forget.
So Kingdom Come.
No. All right. I'll start from the bottom with the Ravens. We
Okay.
have Michelle Lee, Adana, Jill, and Alicia.
Yeah.
Next is the Keith Scott Body Shop crew. Cannot speak. In that tier, we have Monica, Keegan, Nicole, Jesselyn, Manon, Erica, Jaminica, Erin, Shanique, Tevin, and Jake.
Nice.
Next is the Close Over Bros. We have Ash, Elizabeth, Teresa, Ashley, Victoria, Gwen, Chandler, Sophie, Steve, Kristen, Amanda, Ryan, Logan, and Kendall.
Awesome.
Next is the Trick Team. We have Latisha with us,
Yay.
Allison, and Sangeetha. And then the Royal Treatment is Mandy, Joshua, Michaela, Jessica, and Kelsey.
Yay.
Thank you guys so much. You guys are all amazing. We couldn't do it without you. We wouldn't be able to do all the cool stuff that we do without your
true.
help and support. So we really do appreciate you guys. And we love you so much.
So much.
But please head over to treehilltalk.com. We have all of our links and goodies and treats over there. And if you are looking for another podcast to listen to, we do have another podcast called It Takes 3 with the number 3 podcast. You can find it on various, wherever you listen to your podcast platforms, the usual, SoundCloud, iTunes, etc. Please check that out. We have a lot of fun over there.
And we're doing a giveaway. If you leave us a rating review, you can win a pair of headphones from Studio Sweden.
Studio Sweden headphones are really, really nice, good quality.
The
Vasa Blah headphones. So if you go and if you like that podcast, if you end up checking it out, just leaving a rating and a review, which is easy and takes 2 seconds, that's the way to enter that giveaway. So definitely check it out. We appreciate your love and support, and we want to thank Latisha for joining us this week.
Our correspondent.
Yeah, it was like
Thanks for having me.
It was live feed.
It was great. It was awesome.
Thank you so much, girl. And thank you to everyone for hanging out with us this week, and we'll see you next week.